Hey everybody, Dirili here. Welcome back to Trigger Kiss. We're in the second half of our preliminary match, and the first half didn't go so well. It was going really well in the beginning, but apparently the other team was assessing our skills and ended up overtaking us. So that's why Yamato is not looking very happy right now. But let's see if we can turn things around in our second half of the match. We're taking a time out right now, and I guess we're regrouping or trying to figure out a new strategy, something here. Let's see what we can come up with. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Yamato was saying,
I thought Iwao would be the main fighting force for Hokuyo, but rather, the two rear guards were the key players.
I wouldn't say key players. It seems like they were all pretty well matched, all of them. True. I agree with them on that. Combined with the knowledge that they were a delinquent school beforehand, and Iwao being the very spitting image of one, most anyone would make the assumption of Iwao as the head of the team specializing in hand-to-hand combat. But giving people that impression was likely part of Iwao's plan all along. In truth, the team's strength lies in the two rear guards' force-out strategy. Shunpei halts the opponent's movements with his pitches, and those who manage to slip past them are stopped by Yukihiko's earth walls. With the opponent's movements limited for the time being, Iwao begins his attacks. I'd say the opposite team is the sort that relies on a well-thought-out strategy. Honestly, they're a fatally bad match for Yamato and Azuma. As soon as this timeout ends and we go back on the field again, they'll just get caught in their strategy again, and that'll be the end of things. Overwhelming losses aren't that rare in Inosen, but for it to be the first match, it's gotta be tough for them. Excuse me. Are you planning on going on like this? I make this concerned face. Are you planning on going on like this?
What? Are you saying we should just give up?
I'm sorry. I hadn't meant it that way exactly.
Lay off, Yamato. It's not her fault.
Yamato's popularity increased. Apparently, we really liked his anger.
Ugh. There's a way for us to win. We'll use our backup plan, Yamato. Who'd have thought we'd be using it in our very first match? We'd be out of chances if we lost here. We've got no choice. You're right. It's unavoidable, I guess.
But please, wait a second. What, don't you want to know what their backup plan is? What's the backup plan? Is it something that can shift the match in your favor?
We've got a trick up our sleeves. That's right. Do things right, and we could win against almost anyone.
Most anyone, you say? That's amazing. You had me there for a second. I was worried for nothing. Actually, if you had that kind of trump card in your hands, you should have just used it from the beginning. What?
It's a one-time deal.
What do you mean? You can never use it again, ever? Pardon?
It's only usable once. That's why it's a backup plan.
Not even once per match, just once in your entire life?
The cherry on top of it is, if you aren't careful, you won't be able to use your powers anymore.
Could you be using? Apparently Futaba knows what it is. Now that they mention it, I'd heard of something like that when I was in the agency. Sending your powers on a rampage, it is possible to temporarily multiply the strength of your own powers many times over. I'd heard of such a technique. And apparently it's not that hard. With just a little bit of practice, anyone can be capable of using it. But it's exactly because of that it becomes a big risk. In using power far greater than your body's capabilities, there's the danger of burning up your superpowers. If it comes to that, at the very worst, you'll lose all your ability to call on your power. Just like they had. These two are trying to use the same dangerous technique. That's not right. Why should they need to go so far just to win this match? Are you thinking this through? This is just a competition. If you aren't careful, you could lose your powers.
Just a competition, huh? That's certainly true.
Of course it is. Just because it's your last time competing, you shouldn't push yourselves.
We promised.
Promised too. Promised?
Yeah, with an upperclassman. That same day 2 years ago. I told him I'd bring back the pennant, no matter what.
What, the upperclassman that caused all the trouble in the first place? You don't owe him anything. Or maybe it was a different one.
After that, the Superpower Club wasn't just any old club anymore.
Could it be?
2 years ago, Akizuki High Superpower Club was crowned at Nationals.
Nationals?
Yes, at Nationals, but something happened after that. One of the upperclassmen got violent.
Violent?
As a result, our championship medal was revoked. All club activities were halted for 2 years.
I should have just punished that one guy, not the whole club. Are these two doing this to build the club's reputation up again?
One more thing I didn't mention. If we don't win Nationals, our club will be abolished.
What? Abolished?
We were originally supposed to have been abolished 2 years ago. But this idiot here begged the principal not to. The chance that we managed to get is this final competition.
Why didn't you tell me that?
Why? If I told you, would you have agreed to come along with us?
Nope. There's no way I'd agree to join a competition with so much baggage.
Well, that's how it is. We can't go losing easily, us two.
But...
1 minute left in timeout. Looks like it's time. Don't worry, we won't cause you trouble. You can just keep looking on like you've been doing. Yeah, you don't need to feel responsible.
But we do. We'll feel guilty if we don't help out. They can say that, but... Fine. I'll lend you my powers.
Your powers? You're the one who said not to pry into your powers so adamantly.
I've got no choice. With what you guys talked about, if you both got hurt, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Futaba, you...
However, you have to promise me this. No matter what happens, you can't speak of what my superpower is. Understood?
Of course. I promise. Me too. I promise. But are your powers capable of changing the situation we're in?
That depends on you two. But at the very least, it should be miles better than the option of the technique you were planning on using.
I see. Then I'll put my faith in you. 30 seconds left in timeout. Players, please prepare to return to the match. So, just what kind of powers you got?
Oh, well...
We don't have time. Explain quickly, please.
Well, you see, how should I put this? Let me kiss you, please.
What?
Did you have to put it that way? I think it was a poor choice of words. Shouldn't she say her power was in her kiss? Something like that, instead of asking to kiss them? Chapter 6. Engage Trigger Kiss. Azuma. Speechless.
Kissing? But it's so sudden. This isn't the time to drown in your passions, Futaba.
I'm going home.
Hold on! Wait a second! Timeout over. Now re-entering game time. Damn it. Just get back on the field now. Yeah, that's right.
Dang it. It's because things ended up like this that I hate my powers. We all rush onto the battlefield with my powers left unexplained. At that very same time, Iwao moves to block our way.
Yo, Azuma. Did you finish your strategy meeting? Huh? Oh, sorta not. What? You guys ain't done? Well, whatever. Either way, our game plan isn't changing. Yuki, Shun. Yeah! Ugh! This again?
You should have expected that.
Ugh. Looks like you guys really couldn't plan any counterattacks. Sorry about that, but us Hokyo Tech players will have you as our first win.
Ugh, guess I have to go now. Yamato!
If we aren't able to win this, you know what's going to.
That's not my problem. Are you going to or not?
Alright, whatever's fine, so just go ahead and do it.
Taking that as permission, I take Yamato's hand into my own. I said that, but really, I'm pretty reluctant to use this on someone the first time. But I can't do much about that. I made up my mind after all. I'd like to see Yamato and Azuma's dreams made into reality. Please, give this person strength. Trigger kiss. You kiss him on his hand. You can actually kiss the screen if you want to. It's actually supposed to be a game function that you kiss the screen, but you can just tap it, which is what I'm doing. Because kissing a screen is just too awkward. And weird.
What was that light? What? It's not on the lips?
I bet one on the lips is more powerful, though. Wait, she said she didn't want anybody to know her powers, but did everybody just see that? I mean, apparently Azuma saw it, so did nobody else see it? Oh, he's all sparkly. Hey, and he's cleaned up again. Look at that. It not only empowers you, but it also cleans up your clothes. And heals all your wounds. A miraculous power to avoid doing laundry.
This power is... So that's it. Enhancement is your superpower.
Well, something along those lines. Trigger kiss. I can make those who I make contact with have a temporary but drastic boost in both physical and superpower capabilities. Technical name, Trigger Kiss. The power to enhance the powers of whomever it touches. It activates even without kissing, but doing so creates the greatest effect. Furthermore, it can heal and strengthen the body, albeit a small amount. Now we know what Futaba's power is, and that's exactly what I expected it to be because of the title of the game. And her reluctance to talk about it. But now we know for sure. So hopefully the next episode will be the finale of this match. But now I'm going to say we're officially on Yamato's route. Because of our choices so far, he got the trigger kiss here. If we had made different choices, then it would have been Azuma. So yeah, I'm just going to officially label the episodes as Yamato's episodes until we get his ending. Show us what you got, Yamato, with your power-up given by me and my beautiful lips. I can't wait to see the next episode. But how in the world is she going to keep this secret if she stays in the club? I mean, she has to stay in the club because, I mean, that's what the whole game is about, right? I'm quite curious. Well, anyway, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.